Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are tackling a massive topic that affects, well, pretty much everyone: affordable housing.
Oh, yeah. It's the conversation at every dinner table right now. Rent is up, buying feels impossible. It's heavy stuff.
It is, but we found this fascinating article by Errol Rodricks over at Housing Wire that takes a totally different angle. He argues the problem isn't just about concrete and cash.
Wait, not about concrete? What is it then?
It's about data, or rather, the lack of good data.
Interesting. I mean, we know the stats are bad. Millions of renters are spending over 30% of their income on housing. That's the danger zone.
Exactly. And despite all these government programs, things are getting harder. Rodericks points out that we focus so much on zoning and construction costs, which are real issues, but we ignore the hidden problem.
Let me guess. The hidden problem is that nobody knows what's actually going on because the information is a mess?
Bingo. It's an information crisis masquerading as a housing crisis.
Think about it. You've got HUD, state agencies, city planners, banks, nonprofits. They all have their own systems.
And I bet none of those systems talk to each other.
Nope. It's the classic silo problem. Zoning data doesn't connect to subsidy programs, so you have families filling out duplicate paperwork for 5 different agencies.
That is a nightmare. And meanwhile, policymakers are making decisions based on data that's like a year old.
Right. You can't fix a real-time crisis with last year's spreadsheet.
This has to be brutal for first-time buyers, right? It's already hard enough with interest rates being what they are.
Oh, it's the worst for them. The article mentions that because the data is fragmented, lenders can't see the full picture. A family might qualify for a subsidy or have a great rental history, but the bank system doesn't see that.
So they get rejected, even though they could actually afford the home?
Exactly. It's a capital misallocation. The money is there, the programs are there, but the data bridge is broken.
Okay, so clearly the system is broken. Did the author offer a solution, or are we just doomed?
Thankfully, there is a solution. It's called Logical Data Management, or LDM.
LDM. Sounds fancy. Break it down for me.
So instead of trying to build one giant super database that holds everything, which takes forever and costs billions, LDM creates a logical layer.
Like a virtual bridge.
Yes, it lets agencies and banks access and share data in real time without physically moving it. It connects the dots virtually.
That sounds way faster than building new government software from scratch.
Much faster. And speed matters here. We're talking about families waiting for homes. With LDM, you get real-time insights.
So a city planner could see availability today, not from a report 3 months ago.
Precisely. And for the citizens, it streamlines everything. You apply for aid once, and the system checks your eligibility across all the agencies instantly. Transparency goes up, frustration goes down.
You know, you can't talk about data these days without talking about AI. Does that play a role here?
Huge role. But as the article says, AI is only as good as the data you feed it. If you feed it garbage, you get garbage.
True.
But with this unified LDM layer, AI becomes a superpower. It can do predictive analytics, forecasting where housing demand will pop up before it happens.
That would be a game changer for zoning. You could actually simulate how a new building would impact a neighborhood before you lay a single brick.
It also helps with the nitty-gritty stuff, like fraud detection. AI can spot duplicate claims instantly if it can see all the data sources.
And what about those first-time buyers we talked about?
This is my favorite part. AI can look at alternative data, like consistent rent payments or utility bills, to prove someone is creditworthy, even if their traditional credit score is low.
That's huge. That literally opens the door for people who have been shut out of the system.
It really is. The author, Errol, gives some great real-world scenarios. Imagine HUD seeing national voucher demand in real time.
Or lenders seeing subsidy eligibility right inside their loan software.
Or nonprofits finally having the data to hold governments accountable. It turns a fragmented mess into a collaborative ecosystem.
It makes sense. We always say housing is a wicked problem, but maybe we've just been looking at it with a blindfold on.
That's a great way to put it. The takeaway here is that affordable housing needs a foundation. Yes, we need concrete, but we also need smarter data.
Absolutely. It's about turning a crisis into an opportunity. If we can fix the data, we can fix the market.
And make housing a standard for everyone, not just a privilege. Thanks for listening, guys.
Catch you next time.